Good.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for this show. Gulf South Productions, Daniel Zada and the team for all events, concerts. They throw the big events. They do it right. Check out Gulf South Productions. Golden Gulf Insurance Services, property, casualty, home, auto. We got you. 228-207-0298. Match Spy Appointment Gautier. 228-623-7230. 50 to 8% off.
Fish and beer is the greatest thing, dear. Sometimes I think about her in her lovely dress. She said she want crawfish and beer. Took her down the street. Come on down, let's have ourselves a real good time. So crawfish and beer.
Yep. Now we're here.
Yeah. What's up?
Robes and sunglasses.
Can't have no other way.
Yeah, you kind of inspired me wearing sunglasses from now on.
Really?
Yeah, I'm start wearing sunglasses all the time.
God, man, you just
I like it.
makes you feel good, don't it?
Yeah.
Know it.
We even threw in a robe, guys. We threw in a robe this time too.
Yeah.
Ben's back. Ben Brent, kind of legendary. We had a great podcast with Cash, and I hit you up. I wanted you back on and dive in a little more about who's been.
That's a good question.
Dude, I had so much fun on that show.
Mm-hmm.
It was real. Like I really enjoyed it. Shout out.
No doubt, man. It was a real good experience, you know. I went back and listened to it a couple of times.
Did you?
I can't believe I said some of that stuff.
It's hard to like, yeah, but when you're in it, you got it. It's just real. I mean, once you're in it, you're just going.
Yeah.
It's gonna get out anyways.
Right.
I like the fact that you talked about your hair loss and you owned it.
Yeah.
I mean, which a lot of people battle with.
Yeah. I mean, it still sucks sometimes, but
Well, you got the new things now where you can have the inside of your hair and you can put that glue.
yeah, I thought about that, but it
was like a toupee. What is that? It's like a new age toupee.
I'm not high maintenance, so I can't I hate shaving. So
what's the difference in guys though having toupees and having hair extensions and girls doing it all the time?
Repeat that question.
Like, when girls they do like hair extensions,
yeah,
and do all kinds of stuff to their hair that's not real.
What's the difference?
Yeah, and then what if a guy wants to drop a little
difference?
Yeah, so I mean, but guys should own it more though.
Only difference in that is pride.
I was going down last week and I was looking at some hair, some toupees. They're like serious about it now.
I don't see myself going to that. Yeah, no, I won't go to that. I won't go down that route doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't accept me with the baldness.
I like it.
Okay.
How was your Christmas?
Christmas was good, man. It was okay. It was pretty good. By the time Christmas get here, I'm over it. You
got a lot of family houses?
I'm not a big Christmas fan anyway, so.
You're not?
I mean, I enjoy the family time, but I'm not big on Christmas.
We had Oliver loves it.
I buy gifts.
Yeah, but Oliver is into. I think he wants to be Santa Claus.
Yeah,
like he's more into wearing the Santa Claus costume. My mom made a Santa Claus costume. Now he wears it all the time.
Yeah,
and he was running around with a stocking with stuff in it from our house, and he would drop the stuff down by the tree and stuff, and then he would run, take off his outfit, like he had a present. Then he'd go wrap stuff. He would just anything, grab a spatula, he'd wrap it, put it under the tree, run away real fast.
Yeah,
like he's a kid, open it. That was fun.
So he's the Santa and the kid.
He's both, yeah. Well, I mean, I like it because his age. Look. Santa Claus, my belief in Santa was, I think I was probably 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I think the last year when I told my mom that I didn't believe, she started getting me boring gifts.
She did?
Yeah.
She should be proud of you for not, knowing you not believe.
Have you met my mom?
No, I haven't.
Mom's a holiday go-getter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like our family. My mom's like her favorite holiday movies is Santa Claus, National Lampoon's Family Vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and she keeps it on repeat.
Yeah. My mom's favorite holiday movie is Home Alone. All the
One,
yeah,
we watched that today.
all of them.
I don't know if I like their newer ones. Like Home Alone 1 was like the one
Yeah, that's the most authentic one.
Yeah.
That one, is pretty much everybody sat down and watched that movie because you know, it's the original.
Yeah.
It's kind of like 2 and 3. Was it a 3?
I think they had like 3 or 4. I lost track. I mean, I remember that they had the New York one. Was that 2?
I don't know, but
1 or 2.
It was all like a remake, like a remix of 1 to me. So,
I mean, my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. I love Elf. I mean, that's Emily loves Elf. That's my go-to. I do Christmas, but I don't like jump from family house to family house.
yeah,
I like being at my house, throwing a fire on, dropping some music on, and eating good food. I like food. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
you want to know? You want to know what I did Christmas?
What'd you do?
I got up about 8:00 that morning. Drove to my mom's house. Started cooking gumbo. I cooked, I don't know, till about 1:00. Cooked the gumbo, went in the living room, and laid on the floor and watched TikTok videos.
How long does it take you to make your gumbo?
Mine about maybe 3. Well, this one didn't take that long because I made the roof earlier in the week.
This is what I'm learning. How long does it usually take to make a roux?
It's a good question. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. Me, 30 to 45.
And you just sit there and stir it?
Yeah, maybe 30 minutes. It's called what kind of pot you use. I like using cast iron pots.
You make a mean gumbo?
I think it's mean. And
What you put in there?
top secret.
Oh, chicken or shrimp, seafood?
Yeah.
Seafood or chicken?
Just seafood. I could do the chicken and sausage, but I think that's like a soup more than a gumbo.
I'm just learning, man. I've been on the gumbo kick. Emily she made her first round of gumbo like last month. She made it for Thanksgiving.
What was that?
She just learned she just never made gumbo.
Yeah.
So now we've been having gumbo almost every week now.
Yeah.
Because she's got like kind of doing her own little thing to it.
I mean, I got some gumbos out there that is not supposed to be called gumbo.
Like a stew?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a stew. Well, but I mean, that's what
I'm fascinated by this conversation on gumbo right now.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I like food. I'm glad you came back though, and I just want to dive in. We there's some things I was gonna ask.
Go ahead, man. I think I'm ready for it. I know
okay.
I know we're going, but let's chop into it. All
right. So you grew up in the church.
Fix your glasses, man. You got it. I'm looking at you. There you go. Yeah.
They're kind of crooked. I found them in the drawer.
Yeah, let me see it.
So you want to fix them?
Yeah.
We got some stuff. The goat. Okay.
Oh, that's my sister.
You fixing my glasses?
Yeah.
They're not the ones I actually wear. The other ones I actually wear, like I wear this company called Crew. But the glasses that I have, they're like a mirror blue.
Yeah, I like those. They kind of look like the ones I had on the last time.
I was gonna bedazzle them for you, but I didn't have time.
Yeah, you should have.
I mean,
a couple diamonds on.
Watch me get up in this. What do y'all? Oh,
that's my fam on.
Oh, my little brother. Yeah. So, where's all your family from?
Small town called JS, Mississippi. JAYESS.
What's the how many people you think? You say small town, you have a couple lights?
Probably about 600,000 people. No, it's not that many. It's like a big community, man. It's
a lot of farmland, a lot of land.
Farmland.
It's like a big version of Wool Market.
Well, yeah, kind of like a Wool Market, Got a family or Dollar General up there, and
that's when like I said, Emily's parents are from Lumberton.
Yeah,
there's
I got family in Lumberton.
Yeah, it's like $2. It's like Dollar General there, and
they got awards there.
They got a war. You know You know you're in the
I just
South.
went to that last night. Like,
You know the story I ate Ward's? I think Ward uses Sam's meat patties.
they do?
I think so, because I was we had a Ward's in Gautier, which I think I don't think they're there anymore. But they did got a hamburger
Yeah.
and they left the plastic on it.
Really?
And I ate it. Took a big bite of it and pulled out. You know how the Sam's, how they have the beef patties?
Yeah.
They put have the plastic,
Mm-hmm.
same plastic on there.
Yeah.
But then I went and got the Sam's patties and I'd made my own, and I was like, okay, but I still like Ward's. I like the root beer.
I like the big one combo with extra pickles.
What do you think of their root beer though?
The root beer good, but I'm not a root beer fan.
But that's like their signature thing.
Yeah, but I just can't. Root beer got a flat taste to it. Like,
You're saying that about Barks too?
no, not Barks. Barks is in the game of their own because that's a Coke product. You know, Coke, they dump all the acid in their drinks.
Did you know that Barks is started in New Orleans, the company, and then it founded like root beer. Barks root beer founded here in Biloxi.
Really?
Yeah, right there. I don't know the road. It's off of Howard. A little bitty building. That's Barks family is here. I got Natalie Barks is a friend of mine. Bones Barks.
Yeah.
There's a big Barks family. Their family started it. Root beer got bought from them. Coke bought them, but root beer started here. They got the Barks building on a district on Howard. I mean, it's Biloxi. It's a Biloxi beverage.
Yeah, I don't know it like history like that from this area.
It's just Biloxi. I mean, I think the only drink we have of it, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Barks is Biloxi. That's why you always see like the Po' Boy and the Barks bottle.
Yeah.
Go to anywhere. It's Tronto's.
I didn't realize.
Quays Brothers. When you see the Barks, yeah, it's Biloxi. And one of the family members that had the mistake, like the majority in it, sold it to Coke and cashed out. I wonder what that was like.
Yeah, I wonder how much they make off.
I mean, because it's one of the top drinks.
Yeah, imagine you making a beverage that you didn't think would go anywhere, and then some rich guy come down here for the weekend and like, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like that fact. I mean, Little Boosie's got like ramen noodles and chips.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had the ramen noodles fire.
Did they make you talk like him?
Oh, no, but I love Little Boosie.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Little Boosie. I like the way he act.
I like Afro Man. I like Little Boosie. I like New Orleans rappers. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, there's not you can't replace a Little Boosie.
No.
Plus, I kind of grew up in that era of Mo5, which is still called in that like. That was right when Cash Money was coming up, and that era of, that's when 3 6 Mafia. I mean, they were around, but they were starting to, I was able to go get a CD and a tape.
You know what's the weirdest thing about me? Like, I remember the song, but don't remember who rapped. Don't remember the artist that rapped. But if you can play it, I'm like, yeah, I can rap it word for word. But like, who it was, I'm like, I would lose.
It's harder with the Cash Money. They all kind of had their own. Like they're all together.
Well, yeah, you can tell.
You can tell Lil Wayne and you can tell Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
I think Manny Fresh is my favorite. He made a lot of the beats.
I like Birdman better than Manny Fresh.
I know, but Manny Fresh made the beats, so I like the beats. Like same thing with Memphis. They have their certain beats. I like beats, and the beats are so good you can say whatever on them.
Can you make beats?
No, I was trying and I just suck at it. I have, man. I've really put a lot of hours in. I just don't. I can't click.
You gotta listen to some tracks.
No, I have been. I'm being serious. Like Matt got me down the 1 2. That's the piano right there.
Mm-hmm.
I got the little mixer and the KRK speakers, and I'd sit there with a Logic Pro, and I would, get into 808s, and I can make some stuff, but like, I want to be able to come second nature.
That'll make me nervous. Like trying to loop all this stuff in together. I tried it. I'm like, sorry.
Or we have
I try to get into DJing and like trying to loop the songs in there together.
What was your DJ name?
I don't think I created one.
Can I give you a name?
Yeah, maybe I can get started.
I mean, you go with the Big Ben.
No, that's typical.
What would be a good one?
I did it.
I'll think about it while we're doing the show.
But I got a cousin. He I was like,
give a shout out. Give your family.
It's all my family on there.
Yeah.
I see them all on there. Shout out to my family. Dang, all of them on there.
That's your family though.
Nene, Kayla,
Call them out.
Barbara. What's happening, fam?
They got any businesses up there? What they doing for work up there?
Oh man. See,
plug the family.
Y'all gonna have to text me the name of y'all businesses. I forgot. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, if y'all you can put it in the comments right here. You got a business?
Yeah.
Put it in the comments, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here for a while. We're wearing robes and sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm about to come out in this robe though, because yeah.
And so we have this project called Tucker Glendale is an underground artist that me, Matt, and Garrett have.
Yeah.
We're gonna form a group.
Doing what?
Making music.
Making music?
Yeah. Because
I can compose some music for you.
You might be able to rap.
Yeah, Kids' Closet. Yeah. I don't know why I was gonna call it something.
What's Kids' Closet? Is that like a boutique or
boutique.
Is it secondhand?
No.
Okay. So it's a
like straight,
okay.
Out off the shelf. And then what's up, Deja? Day. Deja do upholstery. No, she take like old furniture and redo it. I got all kind of talented people in my family.
Make it well. I mean, I love secondhand stuff. This table.
We got the Roy sisters. Something. I don't know. I'm not good with remembering names, man.
Once they drop it in here.
Yeah, just drop it in there.
Drop your business in here.
Yeah.
And even if you're not his family, you're watching and you want to plug your business.
That's right.
Drop your business in
That's
here.
That's right. Because this is going worldwide. Everybody going to see this.
Bees Little Creations? Hell yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Bees
Little
Creations.
Barbara's got Bees Little Creation. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your name on there.
Yeah.
I want you to pay me $100 every time somebody mention my name that I sent them to you. Royalty sisters. That's it.
So think this way, like we got this platform. Why not plug them?
Hey,
you know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, hey, join in the show.
They don't give me anything. I mean, I'd rather see them successful. That's one thing about me. Growing up in life, I've seen people. I've pushed people either kind of like introduced them to a situation and saw them progress further on than I thought they would. And I'm still like kind of not selling myself short, but like, waiting on my turn.
But it's hard to define success. I mean, I think that was something that I battle with too. You know, success can be all about money. Success could be all about giving back. And I tell you right now, you do a lot with me with our, Cars Champions. Yeah. You're a big supporter of that. And man, we've raised so much money for the community. When it comes to riches for me, it's about how much money, how much of me I've gave to the community. That's how I gauge my success.
I mean, that was a part of like my life changing experience. Whenever the deal, we'll talk about it later.
You want to be rich, but you want to be rich and be happy to have a purpose. You don't want to be rich and lonely and miserable and a hermit.
Yeah,
like you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy with the big boat that rides by itself.
Maybe.
Do you just by yourself? There's no. I mean, I couldn't do it.
Where he riding to?
I'm saying like you can have like a little boat and go ride, but I'm saying like a big boat.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking like a massive boat and you're just driving it by yourself and you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
You got your own Wilson.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could never be that guy.
No, hell no. You got too much energy.
I mean, honestly, there's been times where like I shun myself from the world and like want to be to myself and don't really want to talk to nobody or deal with nobody. And people just come up to me and talk to me. I'm like, man, leave me alone. I'm in the zone right now.
Do you say it?
No, I don't say
it. You think it?
But it's like, all right, that's enough. I don't. It's time to get back to the world.
Well, I do that. I mean, at times I'll have these good days and bad days. I mean, there's some days where I'm like, just let me put the phone down, like, no nothing, and just take time to myself.
That's where I want to get, man. I've been really telling myself I need to break myself away from social media and Like I've been able to do it, but the only way I can do it is if I got a tool in my hand. If I'm working, I'm doing something that got me distracted. And people, people ask me like, why you so busy? Why you doing stuff all the time? It's kind of like a away from the world moment for me. I'd rather go dig a ditch than and focus, or like when I cut my grass.
You don't like downtime.
I hate downtime. I was sick.
I mean, I'm not knocking. So look,
day before yesterday, and it just killed me that I had to lay in the bed and not do anything.
I love getting on TikTok and watching food videos. I'm fascinated with food videos right now. Last week it was nothing but street fights. World hip hop stars.
Mm-hmm.
Just like street fights. Got into that. Every week changes for me. I enjoy small little videos.
Yeah.
But food has got me going crazy right now. Like it's bad.
I'm not big on the food videos.
What are you into? What kind of videos are you into?
Funny. Just something.
Politics?
No, I'm far away from politics.
Gas price talk?
No.
World coming to the end politics?
No.
Blame the other side?
No, none of that. This is something just stupid stuff that make you want to just like, hey, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
It's like I always, and this is the truth to me.
I do stuff that's going to add to my character as being witty and funny.
When it even comes to politics now, it's like people are like, I don't even know where I stand. Like because I'm like, to me, it's all this stuff's going on. It's like there's so much hatred in the world.
Me either. I
don't know what I'm doing in my life.
I'm gonna say this for the record. People can get mad at me. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat.
I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna start our own movement. It's called Up. We're not left or right. We're just going up.
I'm just hard working man. That's it. Because I feel I can't benefit from the two, because they both seem like they robbing each other.
I just feel like, when you went to school and they always had class favorites, which look, I had some class favorites in the middle school era and going up to the junior high area.
They making up names now.
The who's,
some of these names I ain't never heard of.
The who's, that how people had this whoever made class favorites kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel about politics now. It's like everybody's running for this one spot, and we're kind of like trying to put our vote in for it. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, you like, yeah.
We should judge politics by how they dance. A dance off.
I don't know, man. You got some pretty good dancers out there.
That's what I'm saying. We need to have The Voice. Yeah. We should run our country with politics. Hey, politicians doing The Voice. They got to have a talent.
The country still got to decide.
Yeah. We'll get some Keith Urbans out there to some judging, or what? It's just a weird game, and that's why I always ask people, like, how much are you diving in? Like, there's some people I'll talk to that will just stay into politics, and I'm like, you better put that down.
Yeah, I can't allow my life to like be based on who's voted in the office.
Yeah,
because from reading the Bible, one thing I remember in the Bible tells you, don't put your trust in no man. So I take that and I put that beyond anybody on this earth, that we can put the most perfect individual that we think can go in the office, and he's gonna fail every last one of us, majority of the people that voted for him, or whatever. And it gives me no choice but to rely on God, because that person,
that's a cheers for real.
That person we voted in the office, like and that's been in the office in January, he might die in February. Then the country back like, oh, what do we do now? What do we do now? So God will never leave you or forsake you. So that's where my faith lies. No matter what happens in my life, and I've been through a lot of things in my life, and that's one thing that I've never lost. Picked up a couple habits, but the God in me, he's still there. So I know what he brought me through and what he brought me out of, but I don't know what I'm going through in the long run. But I mean,
it's good to have a mindset. I think it's good for people to, like, if you're gonna take any content and things in life, make it positive.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it where it's like you're trying to, close yourself off.
Yeah.
And then start having hatred for people.
Well, it actually takes a person to go through a lot of things and to stop and listen to what they're going through, to learn from and make themselves a better person.
Do you ever real quick, do you ever put energy in, like, this is what I was talking to Emily about a little bit, but do you ever put energy in, like, other people failing? Does that, for me, it does. I'll never, like, I don't have, like, I want you to do good. Like, I really do. I want you to, I don't want to think bad on you. I never want you to, like, I don't want to say, Ben, I don't want Ben to do good, or I'm jealous what he's doing. Yeah. I compete with myself. Like, when it comes to competition in life, but like, if I see you, I want you to do good. I don't want to look down on you. Oh. And I see a lot of people doing that to other people. It's like, and it's sad watching that. It's like, like me having a podcast. I know there's somebody out there right now that's, fuck Jordan, fuck Jordan. I could do better than him. He stutters the whole time. Well, I'm dyslexic.
I never heard you stutter.
Oh shit, dude. It's bad. Well, I mean, I'm super ADHD and dyslexic. I can barely say a full sentence, but I
heard myself talk. Like, what's wrong? Why you talk like that?
But if you're from the South, slang.
Yeah.
But I
can't help it though.
I don't want that for people. I don't think you should ever, look, whether it's insurance or whatever you do in construction, I think everybody could work together, and you shouldn't go, well, that dude sucks and I can do better than him. Why would you want to think that way?
Yeah.
You're wasting energy on other people. Like, you want them to go, hey, I want them to do better than me. You should see good in people. I don't think you should see evil.
Well, I try to see good in people. Sometimes I pick up the bad vibe right.
I could pull the energy,
but
too.
I still end up being their friend.
Yeah.
I find a way to be their friend. I really do. I mean, people I met down here on the coast, pick up bad vibes from, but I mean, still find a way to be their friend and, like, hey, I can look beyond all that. Still drink a beer with you, and
I think I just see a lot of it. Growing up for me, my mom worked really hard. My mom worked at Winn-Dixie and stuff, but like we all Fayard Street in Biloxi. My mom, we had a 1-bedroom. It was a 2-bedroom, 900 square foot. We didn't have, like, honestly, we didn't have hot water. Yeah. Just a little, my mom did the best she could. Right. And I mean, there was 4 siblings, and we had the den/bedroom with the blanket put up. So it was our bedroom. And, during the holidays, I mean, shit, I remember for Christmas one year, my mom made all of her toys out of wood. And then one year she did Easter. I still got my Christmas and Easter toys. Like, remember back in the day, you used to have little woodworking places.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my mom got me hand painted me a Michelangelo shield. You know what I mean? Like, but that's how we did it. And we had, but I can tell you right now, I looking back, there's some of the best memories we had. I grew up on ramen noodles. Like, honestly, Kool-Aid was a thing, but I seen how my mom did it. Like, yeah. I still to this day, I eat dry ramen noodles probably twice a week, 3 times a week. That was like kind of my snack.
Well, to each his own.
You don't like dry ramen noodles, do you?
No.
You've ever had chicken flavored dry ramen noodles? No. Never.
Never knew you could eat them like that.
Oh, I'm gonna make you some.
Tastes like chalk.
No. How dare you?
Just out of the pack?
Yeah. No. You gotta break it. You gotta smash them. You gotta shake the bag.
And
I'm gonna make you some. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna make you some. Next your Christmas gift to you. No, I mean, how
many words to get the
how many siblings did you grow up with?
Who?
How many siblings?
Oh, eventually we added on to it though, but that was when some of the siblings moved out. But
one bathroom.
One bathroom.
And you have some sisters?
Hard, man. It's so weird how we managed to make it. One bathroom now, it's like got 2.5 baths in these houses now. That's crazy. Yeah. A lot of times, that's probably why I go out and pee outside a lot.
Well, plus it coming wintertime, there's nothing like peeing outside. Yeah, I mean, we lived there for a while. Then my mom got remarried, and we actually moved into a nice home. Good, just got better.
Yeah.
Still strict. Had a stepdad, a really nice guy, but like I remember, like he very cheap, very cheap.
Yeah.
So like our bath water had to be ran like this.
Yeah.
Just a lot of rules.
Well, man, when you come from a situation like that, it makes you appreciate life more. You know, you remember where you come from.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed this. I still enjoyed the small things. We still have the small things, you know, and we still share the, you know, it was the little laughter moments, and it was fun. You know, we made, I think, have an imagination.
Yeah.
Now I did have my siblings. I mean, my sister, I'm 36. My sister Beth's 46.
Yeah.
My brother's 44, I think. Michael.
How old are you?
I'm 36. So I was a baby, and my brother Bronson's 38. But I was a baby. But having two siblings 10 years older than me, when we watch movies, I was watching like Killer Clown from Outer Space.
Yeah.
When they started drinking, they made me a drink. I had that, my siblings. I mean, so a lot of memories, but like we always kind of stuck together.
Yeah. I think I was the only one smoked in my family.
Really?
Yeah, maybe one of my sisters smoked, but I was the one that smoked.
There's got to be somebody in your family that was like hiding about it. What up, Jared? Oh, we got some people in here.
Who's that?
Jared has Brown Water Banter and the sound.
Brown Water Banter.
Yeah, they do like they do music and fishing. They're our competitor. Now they're friends.
Oh,
they're from St. Martin. Great podcast. If you like fishing.
Didn't I meet him at the crawfish thing?
You met Joey.
Okay, same people?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I remember talking to somebody.
Yeah, no, it's a great podcast. We're kind of neck to neck. I have nicer legs.
Okay.
Yeah, my legs are nicer.
Up, Jared?
But it's I don't know. I mean, what kind of activities did y'all do as a family? Like, did y'all do any let's say, for instance, our house was kind of my grandparents. My grandparents had his house, Cedar Grove, and we would do a lot of outside horseshoes and shrimp bowls.
Well, it transitioned when my grandparents were living. Christmas Day seemed like 24 hours. I mean, just time went by slow. You had enough time to do everything. We had horseshoes and fireworks. I was just talking about that with somebody the other day, where I remember when all my uncles would come together to get the fireworks, and we'd be out there playing, like shooting fireworks at night. Now, like, we don't do that anymore.
That's the shit I miss.
Yeah, and then my family very religious, so
now, is this like a Baptist, no drinking, Southern Baptist style?
Yeah.
No drinking.
Church of God in Christ, Church of Christ Holiness. Mixed religion, but mixed denomination, but we all came together, all as one. So it wasn't no, we don't care about what you believe. It was like we came together and like agreed on one thing.
Let's have some good food, huh?
Oh yeah, man! It was eating in the kitchen, and then they was singing. My grandmother had a full-fledged piano in her living room, like one you see in the church, and like you maybe had like one couch, two recliners, and like maybe a couple more chairs. I can tell you about 50 people would be in that living room, and the living room probably wouldn't
singing together.
Yeah.
Damn, yes. Harmony, like all together.
Oh, man, my family they sing real good, man. It's like anybody that pull up that might have been like drinking or drunk or whatever. Like, no, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I know what's going on. That's how we was raised. That's what we came up on. So
that's fun going off.
Yeah,
I'll make a drink anyways.
Go ahead.
Is that your family? No, I'm good.
No.
Keep going into your family. Like so go back like where y'all are. Like what songs did y'all sing?
Oh man, I can't remember the song. That we sang so many songs.
Was your grandmother a pianist? Like she played?
Oh, one of my cousins was. Let me tell you another thing. Everybody that was musicians, I like your bag. I saw your bag. I saw that bag a few minutes ago.
Well, I got us ice in case we need more ice.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a Yeti. It's Emily's lunch bag. It's pineapples. If you turn them upside down.
Yeah.
No. No, man. I just want to. If you want to, go tell me the second thing.
What were you talking about?
That's heard about the piano. You say your cousin's playing. You say I got one more.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Hey, dude, he watching me on live. He calling me.
Y'all go ahead and share this. Share this with the world. Share this video.
All the musicians in our family, we taught ourselves.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, all ourselves.
How y'all did y'all make y'all something with like y'all playing? Which do you remember the songs at all? Any of them?
So many.
Like some Percy Sledge?
I don't know.
Okay. So
Mahalia Jackson.
So my grandparents were my grandmother Margaret. She was Irish from the Point.
Yeah.
My grandfather Fabian. He was French. He was a boxer, and they lived. It was always their house. Yeah. My grandfather was Marine Corps. Then he worked at dry cleaners. You know, my grandparents liked their cigarettes and beer.
Yeah.
And they liked their sports, football. That's just how they were. My grandma worked at a shrimp factory, so we always got a discount on shrimp. So everything we had around the house was shrimp. But she was the sweetest. They were sweet. They were just sweet people. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was just music, laughter, cooking, and everybody. Anytime you went over, I remember I'd watch this. So and I told you this, but we grew up in this Cedar Grove, which is, you know, it's a good thing that I did. But Cedar Grove, I mean, it was blacks, white, it was equal. Like, I mean, Cedar Grove was, they would call it probably not like the upscale neighborhood. It was one of the first neighborhoods down here.
Yeah.
But all the kids like had a community center, and the basketball goal, they never put a string on, like hoop it. It always broke. So my grandfather was like, I'm going to build a court in my backyard.
Yeah.
He was just that type of guy. And everybody started going to my grandparents' house. So my grandparents would like cook for the whole neighborhood.
Really?
They were just cool. Yeah, everybody come over, play horse. My grandma would get off of work, and she would just make patties and just, they'd feed the neighborhood. But there was a lot of families like that. I mean, CJ Hawthorne, which he played for University of Hawaii, and he as a wide receiver and played for Buffalo Bills. He was his mom did snowballs and had a candy shop. So everybody came together, you know, and that's just that. I remember them days. So it was just everybody's backyard had a business.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's how Cedar Grove was so cool. Like, I mean, my mom still lives in Cedar Grove, and that house. I told my mom, I'm never getting rid of that house. I'm never getting rid of that house, because I mean, I still got my friends that I grew up in there, and it's still the same warmth of like.
Anybody living?
We didn't have much.
Your mom living in the house?
Yeah, but we didn't. It's still to this day. Like, I mean, most people, it's paycheck to paycheck over there. Yeah. But we made do with my grandparents too. But when you have, I mean, we're talking 30 neighborhood kids always, and families just come over. Big back, you know, chain link fence. I mean, it's nice yard. You remember the old lawn chairs? Not, you know, not the fancy Yeti ones, but remember the ones that had the patterns, the flannel looking. Yep. They lasted like one summer.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
my grandfather would always wear them.
They kind of knitted in together. Yeah, you know how you used to do the shoestring like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I used to wear them.
When one break, all of them break.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would sit there and I remember watching my grandfather. Man, it cracked me up. My grandfather always wore. He was a basketball player too. Played Biloxi. Really good basketball player. He was about 5'7", but he can hit threes. He would always wear sweatpants, shorts, Southern Classic polo.
Yeah,
a pack of cigarettes right here, the striped ones, the striped shirts. Yeah. He was a ginger with his hair slicked back.
I wouldn't mind having one of them shirts again. About the white shirt with the red stripe across.
No, they're all colors.
The pocket on the side?
Yeah, he more really wear the blue ones, blue and the red stripes. Yeah. And he wore flip flops, the plastic flip flops. That's what he wore. Freckled and it's. And I just remember it's like sitting there growing up and like watching him, like he'd be sitting on the back porch in them chairs, and all of a sudden just got a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was about him. He had skills. Never had like he can have an ash this long,
and it won't drop.
And tell you a story. Yeah. Man, I mean, until he passed away, I think I was 10 or 11. I was young. I mean, I was pretty young when he passed away. Maybe I was a little younger than that, but I mean, he was cool. He cut my fingernails every week.
Man, when my grandfather passed away, it took a lot from me.
What kind of man was he?
He knew everything. Like he just like undescribable. I can't describe. I mean, he just
What do you do for a living?
what he did.
Yeah.
I think when I was born, Papa was retired, but I think he worked at a I want to say a cotton gin. I can't remember what it might have been a corn gin or something. I don't know, but when I was growing up, he was he was working on it. He had his own farm, so we was working on the farm with him, like
Overalls?
picking corn. Yeah,
All the time overalls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he had the Dickie suits too with the
Yeah, the coveralls.
Yeah.
So that's what went to my head when you're saying that, like that's why you rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then just so much you remember from him. Like we would like raising the cows and all that. They'd be across the road to one field, and we'd have to stand at the gate and count each cow that came through. And if one was missing, we all had to go find that one that was missing.
How many acres did they have?
It's probably over 100 acres.
Oh, so it was a real farm.
Yeah.
Would he do his farm and then he'd trade? I bet you he bartered a lot.
If he did, I didn't know it.
He had to have.
Yeah.
That's big back then. It's still big now.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he did.
I mean, because around the people in the town, I mean, hey, got some meat, I got some eggs.
Well, I know he sold the corn, but
did he make moonshine or no?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Underground, you didn't know about it.
Can't talk about that.
It's all allegedly.
Yeah, but my family's showing some love tonight. Look at them. Yeah,
they're with us. Yeah. Like I said, if you got a business, you plug it here.
No, that's enough plugging. That's enough plugging. They create business.
Yeah. So, I mean, up there, I'm pretty sure there was moonshiners.
Yeah.
Especially if you have corn. He knew the guy was probably getting corn from him that did it.
I don't know. I really don't. I was too young to know.
How old was he when he passed?
102.
He was 102 when he passed? How old were you when he passed?
35. 2015. Yeah.
Was he getting around at 100?
Yeah, he was a little bit, but he could walk. Yeah, but he wasn't getting out, going anywhere. He was sitting at home.
That's amazing. Yesterday, when I leave the insurance office, I have this guy, Lewis Rash, Mr. Lewis, we call him. He's always at Fly Llama. And I go sit and have a beer with him a couple times a week. And
the guy you posted?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yeah. He made 87.
Yeah.
He was a civil engineer for Biloxi. 87, still driving around, still driving, still getting around. It's incredible.
Yeah. That's what my goal is. I said I want to live a day past the day my grandfather died. I want
you'll be 102?
I'll be 102 plus one. A day beyond him.
Does your family live pretty long?
Yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, typical family. I mean,
mine's probably 60 or 70. I'd say 70s.
I can't really say the age.
My grandfather passed at 58.
Yeah. Because we've lost some young people in our family and some older ones as well. So we can't really say that, age played a number.
I mean, now with everything going on, Elon's got this new chip. I'd love to be 200 if you want it.
I just want to be 102 plus that one day older than what he did.
Y'all have a family cemetery?
It's a community cemetery. But
he was born and raised on that over there, huh?
Who?
Your grandfather, that property. How long was that property in y'all's family?
I want to say he was born and raised over there. He was originally from Macomb Summit, Mississippi. It's like,
imagine our listeners have no idea where this at. Can you give them a landmark?
No, I can't. Go straight up I-55. That's all I can tell you. Look for Macomb, Mississippi, Summit, and then Gautier.
About 3 hours away?
2.
2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
That far?
It's not that bad.
No. So it's kind of by Lumberton on the other side of it.
Uh,
Is it similar?
it's on the other side of. It's a good piece. It's about an hour past Lumberton.
How's roads over there? Because I tell you what, Lumberton's dangerous.
The curvy roads. Oh yeah, you get that all the way up.
No, I'm saying like the potholes.
Potholes, yeah, everywhere. Potholes.
We talk about Biloxi and everybody's
back
on Biloxi's ass, and all of a sudden you go up a little northerly, go up a little bit more further.
I think every county deal with that. Every county deal with hiring voting these supervisors in.
That's got the family names.
Yeah, and then
and just the one that steps down. It's like, all right, well, my grandma's not doing it no more. Guess the granddaughter's gonna do it, and you're like, come on.
Yeah. I remember growing up seeing some of the supervisors bringing my grandmother some greens, like bring them a bushel of greens.
Get my vote.
Yeah, get my vote. Yeah.
She knew too.
And I, as I got older, got in my own house, I'm like, why they don't bring no damn greens around no more? Don't bring no greens, no honey, none of that.
I don't even like when
just drop off a card. Like
even when we do our stuff right now, I mean, I haven't even seen our my ward or my councilman in my days. I've been here over 6 years. Never knocked my door one time.
I don't know who is who in.
Oh, I know him
in our county or where I live.
I know him, but it's just like one of the things where it's like, I mean, you're in a cozy spot. The bad thing about me is they're all, for me, most of them are going because as we're getting older at 36. Oh, well, there's tons of us that are going to start. See ya.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to go after one at a time. You can't try to take them all out. You just got to go and vote them out.
Right.
You got to have people that want to make change. I believe in that. I believe in a person that wants to help the community. I think without the community, we don't have a community like a city, anything. Like it's community. It's the people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes these politicians forget that shit. It's annoying.
Yeah.
And and it's like and you hear them speak about it like, oh, I'm gonna speak for all y'all. You can't speak for all of us. You can't. You don't know us.
No.
You don't know how we feel. And that's something that you see with this, like right there with the roads. It's like, yeah, but if they know that guy, they'll give that contract to that person.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's all this shit's.
That's what gets me sometimes. You see a person and first time they see you, they all hug it and lovey-dovey on you and all that stuff. And like, then you see them again, they don't even know you. And you think like, I thought you wanted my vote the last time. You don't remember me?
No, but once they get the vote, they're like, got that guy.
Yeah. I thought my vote counted.
Apparently, it does. Because there's not a lot of people that vote.
Yeah.
There's a majority of people probably even listening. There's a majority of people that don't even have their voter registration. Huh?
People get mad at me because I don't vote. But this is my logic on that. If I vote you in the office,
yeah,
and you get in the office and you go in there screwing all kind of stuff up, then it's me that I got to deal with myself like, well, Ben, you the one voted them in there. It's your fault.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think everybody should have you. If you don't, it's up to you how you decide to do it. Me, I'll go do that shit, and I get like I'm about it because I have to have. Because I actually do pay attention to, like, I do pay attention to our local politics. I don't care about the local politics. I care about, like where my kid plays and shit like that. There's a lot of people that are in this industry, like in politics, that are just generation families.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's up there in the Delta too. It's all the same shit.
Don't get me wrong. I don't have anything against people that are into politics. I don't have anything against them, but I just choose not to get involved in that type of stuff.
It was just something that I was in my early 20s, and it piqued me because I started just seeing, these people that I've never. There's a lot of people that these politicians, they don't even get out in the community. The only time they get out in the community and shake a hand, and when it's come around election time. Mm-hmm. That's just true. It's something that's it's
see through people like that.
Hell yeah, I do. Imagine this, imagine this. my nonprofit's pretty large.
Yeah.
It's getting larger, every year. And you see that through them. Look,
I mean, y'all doing a good job though.
I know for a fact we've hit, at least I hope we hit right at 100K or more for the local hospital. But that's all we care. We care about our local. That's live in city of Gulfport, raise money in city of Gulfport, and it gives out to the coast because there's people that for me, my give back is breast cancer. People that can't afford treatment, mammograms, dentures. That's what I like. That's what drives me. It's like people that are battling cancer that can't even take care of self. Like that's what me and John and the team and the board and everybody does this for. It's why it's that why.
Yeah.
But when you do that, you get to meet the politicians.
So let me pause you right there. I want you to take time and explain to these people why you had me in this wig with the rollers and the pink and all that on. I'm gonna go to the restroom and I'll be right back.
Okay. So in 2016, me and my best friend, my brother, which he's in Texas right now with his family, we started Carter's Champions. It's a nonprofit to raise money for breast cancer. At the time, we were with a big, not going to name the name, we were giving money to a larger company, more of a corporate global breast cancer. You know the name. But we decided that they weren't giving the money to us, the community, and help people. So we found a Memorial Hospital Foundation, and we started donating money to the local hospital to help people that can't afford treatment. And we haven't stopped, and we're never going to stop. And I think the first year we did 10 grand. This year, I know we're over 100,000. And I'm telling you, give us a few more years, we're going to be doing $1 million. And it's, I don't give a shit. It's going to keep going and going and going. But that's why he was at the Pink Dress Run, which is that you can look it up, pinkdressrun.com, is one of our events. And we run around in pink dresses, drink beer at Chandelier Brewing, and raise money for the community. And yeah, you look great. And we do it every year. That was my favorite year though, because you look like Big Worm. Remember Big Worm for Friday? You look just like Big Worm.
No, the first year was,
no, you said the second. No, I'm saying the second year.
Second year was Big Worm.
Big Worm.
The first year was
just a pink dress and the fro.
Yeah, I had a fro, but it wasn't.
But I'm saying my favorite though is like, because when I seen you like that, it's like Big Worm. You know what I mean? Like, how many times did you watch Friday when it came out?
I haven't stopped watching.
I haven't watched it in about a year. That was probably one of the best. Should we turn it upside down? Okay. Guys, if you don't mind sharing this podcast, liking our podcast, supporting us, we were at, this is 167, this episode.
Yeah.
Now, eventually you're going to meet my co-host, Matt. We've been done two. He's been on the chat with us, but we have a Matthew Brooks, which he's hunting right now.
Yeah, Matt's my other brother. Stand-up guy. I like Matt.
I do too.
As well as you, though. But,
who do you like more?
Can't say.
Okay.
I like Eric more. Whoever Eric is.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, so your family gave a shit about you and the dress? They messed with you or what?
I mean, of course. I mean, they know what the deal was, but like, how you wear a dress? How you wear? I'm like, it's for a good cause.
You mean
I got family members that suffer from breast cancer, and it wasn't just for me. In the back of my head it was like, you could have found other ways to do it. You're like, okay, yeah, but this is fun. It's just something to do. I know I'm not a girl or a woman or whatever. I mean, last time I checked, I wasn't. But
well, you know what?
Something to do.
We are going to be doing a calendar pretty soon. Maybe we just send the calendars to your family.
I need it. Yeah, I can do 12 months. I can do all 12 months.
You can own all the 12. Your mom's watching us right now.
Hey, mom. Hey, she is.
Mm-hmm. So mom's
hey,
watching.
Mama. Shout out to Annie. Andy Lampton.
You got a big family. Rocky's let's go hunting.
Yeah, Rocky, my butt. Me and Rocky almost went to jail cruising the coast, man.
What'd y'all do?
And
allegedly,
we was in a small little 2-door coupe car from a buddy, Dougie Parker. It was we was leaving the store right there in front of what's the big play?
Mm-hmm.
Was coming out of there, and he was trying to beat all that crazy traffic. He took off in the little car, and it we crossed traffic, and the police got behind him. I had a big old beer in my hand, and I'm sitting in the windshield, my knees up in the windshield in the dash like that, and police pulled up behind us, and I stuffed that beer down in my pants like that. And he like, hey, I just want to let y'all know you left your lights. You didn't turn your lights on. Rocky about passed out, man. I'm surprised you don't know Rocky though.
I do.
You do?
I don't know him that well. I met him quite a few times, but
good people, man. Everybody I know down here is good people.
So it's Cruising the Coast. I went to with Andrew Lowens. Andrew?
Yeah, you stop over there by the C10 club that's on the same lot that we're on.
So this year I went to Fastlane or Finish Line. Joey Spears.
Oh yeah.
And Ben.
That's where Cam took his cars up there and the Unimog up there.
Yeah, so the rock star from Hancock Bank, Benji.
Yeah, that's Benji, man.
So I got
that's a whole different.
He brought single barrels. I got shit faced. Had to leave my truck there. Benji brought me here. Benji sat right where you sat. I didn't know. I've never seen Benji play.
Yeah.
He took that acoustic guitar and made any performance I've ever seen with a guitar.
I got a jam with Benji one time, man.
Have you seen him play a guitar?
I'm not like live.
Dude, he took a coaster like that, broke it, made a pick. Yeah. And just and he's been playing in that band they've been having. Is it Shift?
I think so. He said they only play in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, they play at the Brewskis. The lead singer owns
trip to go up there. I got his number. I gotta call him up there. Who's Cash's Culpepper? Who is that?
I thought you were in like Oregon or something, Cash. Yeah. Is he back home?
Who cares?
Oh, he didn't get an invite.
Yeah, who cares if he's back home?
No, he just sent. He had some girls wearing Cross Your Beer hat, and is it Ohio?
Probably so.
I watched the story on him. He was playing music in the living room.
He was.
Yeah, I don't think he's here.
I saw him walking the street with a "We'll Sing for Food" sign.
Did?
Yeah, on one of his.
That's some hipster shit he would do.
Yeah, yeah. It was some type of sign he had. I was sing for food. Like that dude, stay hungry, man.
I'll tell you right now, he's got that, and he's got I will sing for dip.
Yeah,
he probably goes through 3 cans of dip a show.
Yeah, see, there you go with that. Yeah.
Here we go. Mike goes, is that Killer Mike?
Hey, Cash, I got a bag for you.
This is Cash's bag right here. He knows what that is. So so now we're in it, and then you got let's go into a little bit about the church.
Let's go.
All right. So
roll it. So
you got big in the church. You started getting into some preaching or what?
Yep.
How old were you when you started doing a little preaching?
25.
25.
Yes, sir.
How do you get involved? How do you become a preacher? How does that work? I just don't know. Really don't know.
How does it work?
Yeah, like, I mean, what's the all churches are different. I mean,
yeah.
When did you know you had the calling for it? Like when did it come to you? Like number one, to get on stage and preach in a crowd of people, that takes a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I guess it's the feeling you get or something. I mean, it's hard to explain, but like it just gotta put a word in your heart. And you continue to do it.
Do you remember the first time you got on stage?
like the first time I preached.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was.
What was
nervous.
that like?
I was nervous.
Sweaty palms?
Yeah, more than sweaty palms. Yeah.
Did you?
But it wasn't bad because
How big is the church that you were a part of?
I can't remember the like the amount of people that was. I say at least about 75 people were members there at that church. But I left there and went to another church as an interim pastor. And 3 months later, they assigned me as the pastor.
And how long did you do that for?
From 2005 to 2008, 9. Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday. That church went from having church. They would only have a church I want to say 2 Sundays a month. And we moved it to having a church every Sunday, Bible class every Wednesday. It went from having 15 members to like 175 members in 4 years. Built a new church. Well, when I went to that church, the shell was already built. And it was a year later before I even knew that they had like another church built.
Man, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of work goes into it though, like to get ready for Sunday? The behind the scenes.
Thoughts, prayers, just being attentive to like what God is trying to tell you. Just
and is a system you had going though?
No, because I mean, honestly, some of my best sermons, that's what like a lot of I don't get where, some people did, they like I didn't prepare for it. I didn't prepare for this Sunday. So I'm gonna go preach one of my old sermons or whatever. It was some Sundays where I studied all week and couldn't get nothing to preach about and didn't feel good about it. But it didn't hit me until I would get up and get ready to start saying something. And some of my best sermons right there.
How was the nerves on a Saturday night before bed?
Oh yeah, when on those weeks when it hit me like that, where like I didn't get nothing, yeah, it would make me nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna get up here and be like, yeah,
Because not only that, it's not just on Sundays. I mean, when you take that role and you become that leader, I mean, you're a counselor, you're a brother, you're a father figure.
Yeah,
you're a lot.
Yeah,
through the week. People battle with things. People battle with a lot of stuff. People need God and they need stability.
Yeah.
They need a person to talk to. They need a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
Was that a lot of stuff you did during the week? And that's one thing people say. People always say about church, they're like, oh, it's only for Sunday. No, it's not. I mean,
being in those shoes, man, that's a tough road to, because you're a man first. And, you got to deal with people that's trying to watch you fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they'll set a stone out there for you to trip over just so they can take back and give you a bad name, other than you
going back to
this family that didn't have money to, pay their to feed their family or whatever, or pay this family bill. They won't pay attention to that. But what they'll do, they'll set a trap out there for you. And then, it was tough. There was some time I cussed some people out. I mean, I had to pick up and go on. But
that goes back to the people that we're talking about, like with the podcast. I was saying, it's like people are watching, like they want at any given time, they want me and Matt or they want our show to fall.
I mean, why?
Because that's how if people, instead of them going, look, I'm not perfect by no means. And I battle with shit every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every day is a new chapter in my life.
Yeah.
I commit to this is because we made a commitment to do a show, because I mean, we're not preachers by no means, but I think our purpose of this show is to share people's stories and maybe inspire one person that can hear your story about you're a preacher, and it works. We've done it. We pulled it off, and that's our mission. We say podcast second.
Yeah.
And once you have that, podcast second. And like I said, we've heard from people like, their show sucks, blah blah blah, and have all this negative shit. It's like I don't. And at the same time, I'm not going to name names, but I'm not going to wish any kind of bad thing on that person. And it sucks that you have people like you're busting your ass, and you're being there for the church, and you got people going to church going, I don't want him to be here.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit.
I mean,
we need to have a place for all them people. They didn't have like a town. All the haters just have their own town. A town we don't want. Maybe Canada.
Yeah.
We'll bring them all to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's sad because you're in that church and there's people they want your throne.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel because what did it feel like though because you're wearing your heart though on people too, and they're telling your life, they're telling they're leaning on you, and it takes pieces of you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it super exhausting at times?
Sometimes it was.
What'd you do then? Did you build stuff? That's how you got into the craft?
No.
How'd you decompress?
I work more now than I did then.
How'd you decompress from the church?
I can't even remember, to be honest with you. I had my excuse me. I was self-employed and I had my own business at that time, so pretty busy. But I vaguely remember what I did after, I probably, honestly, I don't remember what I did to get past some of the times where I had to carry a lot of burdens and not say nothing to nobody about them.
Yeah.
Because, I was going through some tough times at that. I was going through some tough times dealing with some past hurt and then trying to move on, and it just all of a sudden just blew up, but I can't regret what I went through, because I feel like I'm the greatest man I can ever be right now in my life. And
it's only getting better.
Nothing, what's the name of that song? Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm serious. No one's personality, nobody's anything somebody negative that can say to me, you might bother me for a second, but I'm gonna brush it off and I'm gonna keep going, because I've gained and I've lost so much, coming down the years, to sometimes it just rolls off my back now. And people wonder how I keep a smile on my face. Yeah, I keep a smile on my face, but sometimes I have when I get to myself, I ain't gonna lie, I let some stuff go here and there. But
you got a punching bag or something?
No, I don't have a punching bag. I just let it go,
I think we all have our spot in that. I think you're not alone.
Yeah.
You're doing the right thing. It's not worth responding. It's not worth responding. And yeah, it's just shit. It just sucks that we live in a world that we go back to that hatred part of it. And it's shit. I grew up in the church, saying a lot of you, and I ain't going to name the church I grew up in, but it's a non-denominational.
Yeah.
And we went to church 3 days a week. And I remember going to church, and it was just, very hypocrite. They were hypocrites, very judgmental. And I just got to be in the church all the time. It's just I want to be the usher. I want to be this. I want to be that. And it's I can hear ladies talking shit about that other lady. Literally just.
I really.
What?
I don't want to talk about church, to be honest, because
Okay.
Maybe
a part
I don't mind talking about
I'm just telling my
where I started.
Yeah.
But the way I see things now, and the way God has revealed himself to me,
yeah,
it puts me outside the church, because of people will say it's church hurt that I deal with, but it's not church hurt. It's just church revealed to me, to where the church got a. Yeah, let's talk about these pineapples, man. For real.
Hey, we got something. What? But that's the whole point of getting some of it off your chest. And I was saying my part though, because I think me and you have a lot of. I think we kind of share a lot of similar feelings of it. Yeah. I did the same thing where it's like I'm not fully in. I believe in God, but I don't need to be committed to a church to know where I'm at in my place. And I spent my whole life in it. And
me too. I love to go to church, but when I go to church, I just see. They tell you not to see. Like not to pay attention to what's imperfect there or what's going on imperfect there. But why would I want to go to a whole entire imperfect situation whenever I can get alone to myself and spend that one-on-one time with God and not be distracted from nothing or nobody else?
Cheers.
And you know
Cheers.
what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I pray every day, and I believe this. I really do. Every day I pray. This is what I do. This is my thing. But like I remember telling my mom, it's like, maybe one day I'll find a church for me. But for me, I started doing my own thing.
Yeah.
My community, my give back, my helping people.
Exactly.
Like
that's where I'm at right now, because I'm blessed more now than I was back then. I'm gonna tell you why, because I looked at those friends that I prayed for to get this and prayed for to get that. And when they was blessed with it, I kind of was one of those that kind of judged them, other than being glad for them. Yeah. And it knocked me to my feet on my back, and it put me in a state of mind where, like, so
it's deep, but I mean, it's how I feel. I was curious about that. I mean, mine was just, it was always going to be, I felt that instead of me, labeling myself on a place, why don't I go be a part of help people and do what I believe is right, and try, and that's when I started seeing my purpose and shift.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit if I'm at the dollar store and I see a young little girl with a kid and she's got a few items. I'll get my energy drink. I'll buy her some. I don't need no video camera or anything. I see it, but that's something I do. Like I enjoy doing the small little kind things out of my heart and trying to be a good person every fucking day. That's what I try.
You know what's funny though? You say that, and I broke up with a girl one time. I was single, and I was somewhere, and we was walking out of the store, and somebody asked me for some money. I don't give everybody money, but I felt the need to give that person some money. And this girl, like, why did you giving them this money? And you could be giving me this money.
Did you leave her?
I didn't leave her. Right?
Damn it! I would have left her.
You got to.
You should have left her.
That was like her ticket out of there. All right, it's time for you to go.
You should have left her out.
If you can't understand that, giving, is part of your lifestyle, then you don't need to be with me. Because if I feel like I need to give somebody $50 that, it keep tugging at me to give them $50, I'm going to give them $50 without questioning, like, what they going to do with it. I haven't done it in a while, but, I mean, I have done it. But anybody that's with me shouldn't question, like, why I'm giving it to this person other than this person over here.
I think we need more people like you in this world. I mean, I think you have to make your own way. It shouldn't ever be, it's what the more we can do for each other, the more we can help each other, and not doing it to say, look at me.
Yeah.
But more just to try to help out. Because the people that are hurting. Like, the biggest thing I hate seeing, and I know it's crazy to see, is there's so many young kids now that are, single mothers. My mom was a single mother. Mm-hmm. My dad's got a good heart, but my dad partied his fucking ass off. And my mom busted her ass. And my mom, sold Mary Kay. And I have cerebral palsy. I'm a Shriner's kid. I'm handicapped. Yeah. My mom fucking take me to Shreveport and try to have a career and try to, do her shit. But like, I guess for me my thing is I see people and I see like my mom, I see what my mom went through. You know what I mean? Like I see like that little bit, and And I guess I just love helping. That's one thing I do is help people that are like, I love helping small, like young families if I can. And I'm going to keep doing that shit. I mean, you never know. I don't know I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I know that my son's 4.5 and he's cool as shit. I know that I know when he gets older, I want to leave a legacy. I mean,
maybe I have a different look at life when I have a kid.
Well, that for me is I don't want to leave my kid a bunch.
How did you what did it do to you when you had a son? Did your whole look at life
well, number one, first thing is Emily's from Hattiesburg.
Yeah.
We dated for 2 weeks. I got her pregnant. And I was
first 2 weeks?
2 weeks, got her pregnant. And
I moved fast.
All right, but I was 30 and I had two businesses.
Yeah.
And very selfish, still selfish. I'm still selfish at times. And it was just one of the things that, like, when I remember sitting in my house, because she was like, she had she ran a little place behind T-Bones, a little coffee shop.
Yeah.
And I had my place in Hickory Hills, and I remember her coming to my house, and I'm like, it's a weekend. I hadn't talked to her a couple of days. Is she okay? She looks stressed.
Yeah.
Like, I walk in, I'm in the bubble bath. I'm ready for the weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where the hell are we going tonight? You know, and I walk in the bubble bath. She's like, her eyes look red, and she don't smoke. She doesn't do any drugs.
Yeah.
And I look at her eyes, and they're red, and she just looks stressed. She's like, I got something for you on the bed. I'm thinking like fucking shirt. I'm serious. Like, what a dude. Did I say something when I was drinking? And I walk out into the master, and I see this fucking Ziploc bag, and it has a baby book, 2 pregnancy tests in it.
Wow.
And the fucking, I'm telling you, a jolt to my body was just like, what are we gonna do? Huh? What are we gonna do? And I looked at each other like, well, now we're here. We'll make it work. And that's what to this day, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Not every day is perfect for us, but we kind of rushed everything. But I remember just grabbing the phone and calling my mom. Like, hey, I'm about to be a dad. And my mom's like, yes. Keep in mind, I'm 30. Like, and so my dad called my dad. I'm like, about to be a father. And, you know, it took a little time to her tell her parents and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, once we got past it, I went to Whole Foods in Mobile, try to buy some all kind of organic shit, which don't believe all the organic shit. It's not real.
Eat healthy.
Yeah, with all the packaging stuff. We try to do all these kind of certain vitamins. And yeah, no, I think the journey of like having him, he was premature, which I was like more nervous about me being handicapped. I was like, I hope my son doesn't have what I have.
I mean, but did it change how like you like your routine every day? Like,
fuck yeah,
I'm not going here, I'm not going there.
Yeah, no, it has, because like if you see me like before, I'd be out till 2 or 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning on weekends. I'd go out all the time. Plus, I mean, I go out probably 4 times a year.
Man, I feel like if I had a kid, my Brent's enterprise would be done with. I'm retiring. Like, I'm going to work 9 to 5, 8 to 5 or whatever. Come home, I'm laying on the couch with my kid. I feel like that's what it's going to be with me.
And
but
it ain't going to be like that. That ain't going to be for me.
The first 6 weeks.
Mine was sitting there. Mine was sitting there going, okay, now how can, you know, Emily's 80% of it. To be honest with you. Emily's, I mean, I got a fucking the best mom. I mean, literally, like she is that fucking mom. But what I bring to the table on that is like I dream big, and he's a part of everything we do. You always see him with us. So for me, it's teaching him. I mean, he knows he watches us work. I mean, he gets allowance. I mean, I'm trying to teach him rules, but it's like I want him to see what his dad can do. You know, like I want to be a role model. Now I don't want to baby you. I don't go, it's okay. No, I'm strict.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put your nose in the corner. You know, when he says, "Why, mom?" Would you say? I mean, I grew up in a pretty strict family. I mean, I got
you whip.
Hell yeah. Pull the pants down.
Off the record, but yeah.
No, on the record. Pull the pants down. But I don't have to spank him that much. I pull the pants down.
Just let him know. Hey, calm down now.
Yeah.
Sit down.
No, he knows now, but I'm saying like, I remember Patio 44. This ain't allegedly, Gautier, you remember this shit. and he was acting crazy. He was screaming, and there was a couple. You can tell they're like, we're in a restaurant, and he was of age to be chill. We're in a restaurant, and he's sitting there screaming, like he's just throwing a little fit. He already had his nap. He's throwing a fit. I couldn't handle it. It just no spanked him right there.
Right there.
Yeah, and the guy smiled at me and he went quiet. And it's like,
yeah,
thank you. Yeah, it's $100 meal right here. Thank you, man. This is because you can tell it's like this is an important Saturday.
Yeah,
and I am rolling in with a kid, and he's acting like he's Dennis the Menace. But I mean, look, I can be a better father. I'm learning every day to be better. The older I get, the better I am at it. But it weighs in your head. It's a whole different ball field because it's not like you're not thinking about you all the time. Yeah. It's not. You're thinking about that little ass you got to wipe. Like today, I have to double wipe his ass. I mean, he's 4.5. Sometimes you don't wipe his ass that good. You know, it feels like when you get a little shit on your hands from a kid. That's the stuff you got to get past.
Man, look, I worked in a mental health facility. I've like old men ass.
I ain't doing that. You're ready for it.
That paid my bill. Y'all, most definitely, man.
Y'all think are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Y'all been trying?
Yeah.
How long?
Since we've been together.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll start praying for you.
Well, I mean, we've been successful, but just other things happen. So.
Well, me and him had a miscarriage last year.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna. Well, like I said, I'll pray for you. Yeah. And that's the power of prayer for me.
Most definitely, man. But just whenever it happens, it happens.
It's gonna happen. I mean, there's tons of my friends that go through it. Like I said, because we're going for a second. My cocky ass like it's gonna happen like that. I remember calling Cam.
It'll be my luck. She get pregnant with like quadruplets or something.
Are you gonna have a TV show?
Like hey Cam, I need Kane. I need your help. I need some endorsements. I don't need no donation. I need some endorsements.
Well, we I found out that I was going to be a father for the second time was at Shanty Fest this year. And
really?
Yeah, I was like, we were all partying and I was like super pumped. We got home, like just getting out of the shower. And I'm like, oh, when we have our second, and then all of a sudden she comes out of the closet and she's like, about to be a Big Brother shirt. I'm like, oh, and then I go to Jeff O'Keefe's house as a housewarming. I go over there. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I bring my 4 roses. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Bottles.
Come, and I call Cam. I'm on the way there. Cam, he's like, what? I'm like, about to be a dad. He's like,
but that's kind of like what's tough for me because I've been through like, bro,
a lot.
5 miscarriages.
Fuck.
4. Like, so it's like
early or long, further along.
In my past relationship. So I'm like, not to be offensive or whatever. Like, I mean, if she come to me and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant," I'm like, "All right, good. All right, okay." I can't get it. I can be excited. I'm excited about that, but like,
hey, why don't you switch with me real quick? Because I make me a drink and you sit in my seat and I sit in your seat.
Okay.
That way, I can take the brunt of it for a little bit.
Yeah, we got like
Now this is doing pocket. Hey, hand me that cocoa there too. Maybe. Yeah. But how about y'all? Have y'all had miscarriage? Like,
yeah.
Was it further or was it like a couple weeks?
I don't even think. I'm not sure what it is. I don't even want to say because me and her really never talked about it. So I don't
well, it's out there now, but it's good to talk about it because it's on your chest. And honestly, I think that's the best thing is because that's something you have to sit with every day. Like we're back in the saddle because I'll tell you right now, for a while I was like I was so confident, and comes back to me having confidence thing. I was like, I don't want to do this again. I'm fine with one. And it's like because it was just like it's like losing, And
I always dreamed having a big family though, because I need a son to cut the grass. I need a son that's going to know how to fix stuff. I need a daughter that's going to. Oh, my bad. Just do everything, But I mean, I just want one now. One's enough. One and done. One and done.
gonna happen after the show.
I don't know.
It's gonna happen after the show.
Maybe so.
You got to make it happen after the show.
Maybe so.
This is the night. This is the night.
The night. You got some.
What?
What you got in here?
I don't know. Some bush. That's like,
You want one?
huh? No, I'm drinking. I mean, we got some bush heavies in there. Tonight's probably gonna be the night.
It might be.
And your family's here supporting you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got some
Yeah. Don't let your balls hang out.
talk show, or drinking show. It's both.
Both of them.
Yeah, it's both. It's both.
See if you know how to do.
Yeah, it's definitely drinking. Tonight is the night. Yeah. Look, tonight is the night. Things happen for a reason. I mean, tonight's the night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Tonight is the night.
Yeah, look, I'm going through right now, so I can't. I mean, look, Oliver was just one of the things where it's just like,
yeah.
And then the second time, I'm like, okay, and then kind of find out, not it's work. And I had a buddy, him and his wife. I think they tried for 5 years. 5 years.
That's the thing, though. Like, in all this, like, down through the years, went through the doctor, and man, I've had to literally take a shot and punch this girl in the stomach with it. And I'm like, how can you be romantic behind this? So I'm like, the hell with that. I said, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to try. If it don't work, I'm not doing that no more. We're just going to go straight to the stabbing cabin. Oh. And, I mean, it happened. But,
but I'm saying, like, I talked to, I have a friend, my buddy and his wife that I was with them, while they were going through the process. And they did like they were going to do the expensive treatments and like really like was going.
It can be expensive, man.
And then when they did those, like when she went to go do the treatment, they're about to do the treatment and they did the ultrasound.
Really?
Did the ultrasound? Boom. Didn't have to do the treatment. And he was just like, well, and I remember them battling with it. Like, cause I mean, he'd give up smoking, drinking. He'd give up everything. Like he had started getting to a point where he like turned into like what foods to eat. Mm-hmm. And then I think he just stopped worrying. Putting too many rules.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing for me is like, once like the ovulating months and all this stuff, all this, it scares the shit out of me. I just want to put a little like 112 Cupid on. Remember 112?
Yeah. He's talking about he gonna have Eye of the Tiger playing for you.
Eye of the Tiger. I mean, this is a real conversation, and I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pray for you, and I hope that it will happen.
Oh, most definitely, man. One day.
You want a boy or a girl first? Which one do you want?
That's a gamble right there.
Little boys can punch in the balls a lot. I mean, and I'm not meaning to, but I'm saying like right now, Oliver, he gets scared at night and he'll hop in our bed about 3 a.m. And that leg, you know what it does to me? He rolls. I don't know what it is. He don't mess with her, but he rolls right in me.
If I think I want him, I would love to have a boy, but I think having a girl would make me look at life a little bit different. Like, just take it a little more serious.
You probably have a beautiful baby, too.
Of course.
Yeah, probably would.
Because I'm beautiful.
100%.
I'm very beautiful.
100%. 100%. Would you want her to be in sports?
I would want her to be involved in whatever she want to be in.
So you wouldn't put pressure?
No, but whatever she want to be in, I will support her 100%. But she need to be involved in something. Daddy gonna be too old by the time she get up to that age to start going to college. I won't be able to work for you to go to school, baby. I'm gonna be ready to retire.
You're gonna be 102. You got plenty of time.
Well, yeah, but
you got 60 more years.
I got like 20 more years before I can retire. If I'm able to retire.
They're never gonna let you retire.
They probably won't.
They're not.
I'm gonna retire and start selling drugs. Put my baby through college.
By that time comes,
you want some? You can't. I don't know what kind of drugs they gonna have out. How about that?
They're not gonna have. By that time comes, they're just gonna have drug services go to your house.
No, like you know how like the value that weed would have about that time. Like weed
Nothing.
wouldn't even it'd be sold like cigarettes.
Oh, it's like that now in other states.
Yeah.
It's like that. All the states. It's like it's like that now.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we're Mississippi. It's gonna be the last thing that pops. With Papa Brent, it's already done.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Does he look like you?
Man,
He does, huh? He does, don't he? He's got a beard.
I look like him. I think I look better than him, but I look like him.
Are you taller?
Yeah, we're about the same height.
That's the same height. So your dad said right there, it's already done. Praise God. Keep the faith, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, tonight's the night.
Man, they just took over the comment section, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's what it's about. It's your family watching. I mean, they're proud of you.
I'm proud of my family too, man.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I think that's the thing is like how guests come on the show or whatever.
Yeah.
You are just as important as the next person. And as long as we keep that, like, I mean, it's a conversation. It's this learning curve. It's having a conversation with the person and getting to know a person. Yeah. And the craziest thing that I'll have to say is it's not for everybody, but doing it live. That pulls me out of my comfort zone because I'm sharing family stuff that I'll get time for time. Family going, you shouldn't have say them kind of things. I'm like, well, you mean just lie about it? Yeah. Hold it in, or be honest about it. Like right now, you have so much support behind you. How many prayers you're gonna have tonight?
And we haven't even spoke half of my story.
You're not done. I mean, you came on. This is not a.
Now I see why Matt said I need to write a book. Because I mean,
Matt's just pissed he's not here right now.
But Matt's not even watching. Where's he at? He's hungry.
He don't have service.
Okay.
I mean, but he's gonna rewatch it knowing him.
Hey, I gotta buy them bees. I forgot.
He will definitely he'll watch us. I mean, but I'm saying like you got to admit it feels good to get a little bit off your chest.
Most definitely, man. But
I mean, it literally, it's not. It's just communicating and talking about your situation. You can't sit there at your house and have these thoughts in your head and like you're going through stuff. Share like with us. Get the support. Get the prayers tonight. It's going to happen tonight. We came on the show wearing robes. It was a sign.
Yeah.
You go put that robe back on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. You put that robe back on.
For what?
Tonight. You put that robe on.
And do what?
You do. You know what? Your mom's watching. I ain't saying what.
I'm not wearing no robe to bed.
You wear that robe to bed.
I would not wear.
Turn that music on.
I'm not wearing a robe. Not one piece of thread.
You wear that robe tonight.
Not one thread.
You could
get in my bed.
You could take the robe off.
That's going to be a new song. If Cash on here, no, I'm gonna write this song. Not one piece of thread is getting in my bed.
I'm saying you need to get some rose petals, drop that robe, get you some good music going, light a candle,
some oil, put some oil on my chest.
I mean, if you want to do oil,
like oil it down,
like you're good. That's fine.
That's good.
It'll make sounds. Yeah. See, look. Are you saying amen to the robe or are you saying amen to no robe?
Yeah, I know, right? He probably said no robe. Speaking of,
this is cool. Like your family is supportive as shit. Like they're really supportive.
Yeah.
Are they all close to this day?
Man, my whole entire family close, man. That's what I love about my family, man. We can go months and months without seeing each other. Once we see each other, we locked in. We are very jokingly, man, my whole family are clowns, man. It's like, it's always a good time. I saw my cousin at a funeral yesterday and he just came in out of nowhere, just started slapping me all over my head. And I already knew who it was. Just by how
he just wanted to slap you in the head?
Yeah, I mean, he just started, because I know what he do. And that's what we do. When we see each other, it's going to be a good time. It's on site. You know how they say it's on site? It's on site. It can be a funeral. It can be a wedding. It can be a...
Does he wash his hands when he slaps you?
No, I'm not slapping my face. Just
on top of the head. Okay.
Just doing something crazy.
I got some siblings too, but my siblings are way meaner than that.
Man, no, man. Now we do have some times where it get heated, but for the most part, we try to stay away from that.
well, I had my so with my disability, I had like the Forrest Gump braces on my feet. The braces.
You did?
Yeah,
You had them up here?
Yeah, I had braces.
Really?
And my sister would call me peg leg and hit me with a bat.
Take off.
It was funny.
Was you wearing those braces when that movie came up?
Yeah.
You felt like you was going.
I didn't like it because I mean, so what happened was I was wearing braces, and then in about 4th or 5th grade when the braces came off, that's when I started making class favorites. So I was like in the braces, and I had in mine at the time weren't the metal braces, were way more advanced. It was like the hard plastic, and I would have to double. I would wear these long soccer socks to cover it up, so it had like high socks because I like wearing shorts too. Yeah, I mean it had it was nice to when I got it off. It was like having a brace one. I think the hardest part of having a brace one was like summertime getting hot, blisters. And I think I was in probably, I'd say 25 to 35 casts. Can't know the number, but I was in cast before braces because surgeries and stuff as a kid. I was like, I was in big, I was always in a cast. That shit sucked. Really? Especially when they kind of push on the cast and indent it, and it would just put a hole in my leg, and I had to sit in it for 3 months, and I get infected. Yeah, shit like that. But the braces wasn't bad. It was just part of it, and that's why I was saying, like my son, I'm glad he don't have to go to that. Like this is the most I can move my foot, like actual move my foot.
So you born with cerebral palsy?
Yeah, you're born with it. Yeah, and this is how I can move this foot. So this foot is.
Which one is the bad one?
This one I can't move. This one I can move this much. This is all filling up. This is the movement I got here, and this one is.
Bro, I never really noticed.
I stretch, and it's like a strength of mine. Kind of like, you got two good legs. I got one. It's kind of like an energy.
Hey, what you living though?
I know.
I heard somebody complaining the other day, man. I wouldn't just say they was complaining, but they were just like talking like, I'm not this, I'm not gonna be able to do this, not gonna be able to like, stop. You living.
I know. I have to remind myself that all the time because I'll get in my head sometimes. I mean,
the cares of the world will get on your shoulders, and you be like, you just feel like it's pressing you down, and then you all of a sudden like thinking that like, you can't take it anymore. But you just gotta like realize like, I'm still living.
I know. Look, I'll have these good days and I'll have these bad days, and that's what, like, I puts my ass in check. But also something I have, like with my son, he'll light my ass up no matter what. And I think your dad can say that. Like, there's something about being a father.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm his father.
Huh?
I'm his father.
What?
I'm my dad's father.
But it's something about being a dad that's like, you can have a rough day. Yeah. But it's that like innocent imagination smile. Mm-hmm. It just hits different. Yeah. And you're gonna have it, man. But no, yeah, I think
everybody got their days.
Mm-hmm. We could
you gotta have somebody in your corner that's gonna help you come out. Like that's gonna like, hey.
I got Emily.
Yeah.
I do. I tell you what, I'm nothing without that. I mean, honestly, that girl is my backbone. I mean, Emily's my backbone for sure. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like that's my backbone. I think and the more we grow and grow and grow, and the more I fall more in love with her. But it's like it really is, and it's because it's always work, but it's definitely this. You talk about support.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for her.
Why do we feel like you're in the hot seat now? Like I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. Like so, what happened when you was young?
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody's got to do it. I can't always interview people. Yeah. But you've always seen our platform. It's always been back and forth.
Yeah.
I like sharing some of my personal things.
And that's what it's all about, man. It don't always have to be about me because
I don't want to sit here. Okay, and so Ben, you're battling with this, and you don't feel this way. I'm not your damn therapist. I'm getting to know you as a friend. I'm getting to know what makes you tick. I'm getting to know
2 hours. 2 hours cannot get enough of me.
No.
Because I mean, I can't tell you the divorces. I mean, the divorces, losing kids, jobs, moving. Oh my! I mean, it's so much. So it can't be spoken in 2 hours. So I mean, we just got a glimpse of it.
Maybe you need 10 hours in. Maybe we should just drag the show out for 10 hours.
Yeah, catch my book coming out in April.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all watching the podcast. We're gonna wrap this up. And I just want to say we love you. You're gonna tell them how they can find you on TikTok. Tell your family how much you mean to them, and I'm gonna hit that stop button because we're or Garrett's not here.
Who?
Or I got to stop the recording, the live show.
Yeah, everybody on here follow me on TikTok. So I mean, you don't have to find.
I love you.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching. It was a good show. We don't know when I'll be back on. Appreciate the love and support from everybody that was on here, commented, sisters, cousin, dad, mom, whoever else. I don't know. I don't see it. I didn't see it. Peace, love, and soul.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for this show. Gulf South Productions, Daniel Zada and the team for all events, concerts. They throw the big events. They do it right. Check out Gulf South Productions. Golden Gulf Insurance Services, property, casualty, home, auto. We got you. 228-207-0298. Mattress by appointment Gautier. 228-623-7230. 50 to 8% off.
Fish and beer is the greatest thing, dear. Sometimes I think about her in her lovely dress. She said she want crawfish and beer. Took her down the street. Come on down, let's have ourselves a real good time. So crawfish.